Okay, hello, this is Dr. James, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the water pump for the hybrid system on a 2008 Prius. Okay. Sometimes those water pumps go out. It's kind of a problem on these older cars, and it can cause a lot of problems. You won't get cooling, you can damage the system, you could go into limp mode. Anyway, I'll show you how to check to see if it's working, and let's get started. There's a Toyota Prius. Looks like the triangle death just came on. Okay. POA 93, inverter A cooling system performance. Tech stream active test, and I selected water pump. Let's do this. You can go to active test here, water pump. It says the active test water pump operation should be verified by sound inside the vehicle. Okay. Okay, and so it's off. I turn it on, I don't hear anything. Off, on, Okay, we're going to check the water pump. Can you turn it on? Can you turn it off? Can you turn it back on? Turn it off? Okay, I'm not hearing anything come on. Maybe the water pump is bad. Okay, and there's what it looks like when the pump is not running or not working right. See how it's perfectly still in there. We have a bad water pump here. Here's our water pump for the hybrid system. Maybe I'll try taking this bracket off first to get to it. Okay, this bolt up here is a 12mm. Looks like these bolts are 12mm too. Try to take those out. There's two here. Bolts out, so now we can remove this bracket here. Let's take a look down this side. See if we get to the... Okay, we might be able to get to all the bolts with an extender. We'll see. Okay, here's the new water pump. I just wanted to compare it to the old one. So the looks like, okay, the old one's down there, right there. It looks like there's probably only two screws that hold it on. One here, and then a stud with a nut on it there. These other screws hold it to the bracket that's part of this thing. So I guess we don't take those screws off. Okay. Okay, it looks like this one bolt on the left-hand side, see if we can see down there, is a 12mm also, but the only way I can get to it is by using this extender here. So I'll put the extender in there and try to get that bolt out. Okay. Okay, it looks like the other one is over on this side. It is a nut on a stud. And we'll see if we can get that. Looks like it's also a 12mm. So we'll use our extender and hopefully we can get that one off too without breaking it. Okay, anyway, here's what the screw looks like from the right hand side of that pump, and the nut that was on the stud from the left hand side. Okay, it looks like there's some kind of bracket right there, and it loops around here. You have to take that off because it is over top of the stud that holds the pump on, so I can't pull the pump off until that bracket's removed. So it looks like there's some bolts in the side down here, so I'll have to get down there and right down there and take those bolts off. Okay, so there's where that screw is. It's in the side of that bracket down there. It looks like this one's a 10 millimeter. It's really hard to get to. It's right on the other side of the pump over here. See that? It looks like that comes out of that bracket down there. And hopefully I can take the pump off now. I can slide this bracket up. That bracket was over top of where the pump goes. I can slide that bracket off of it now, and you can remove the pump now. Okay? So I think the pump is free now. These hose clamps from Amazon, and I'm going to try to pinch off these hoses so I don't lose too much fluid when I pull these apart. Try to figure out how to get in there. Clip them on. Okay, I got the medium-sized clamp. They come in pairs, small, medium, and large. Got the lower hose pinched off. I'm going to try to pinch off the upper hose up here with another clamp. Let's see if we can get it here. Try to get it on there. And pinch it like so. Okay. I'm going to pull this little plastic thing back to latch it in place. Okay. Let's see. Take my pipe wrench and I'll grab onto this this hose clamp down here and try to move it up. Pinch it like so and then pull it up so we can pull that hose off. Okay. Get the top hose off, hopefully. Okay, so able to get the first hose off, and gotta get the pliers down on that second clamp and pull it back so I can pull the second hose off. Okay, I was able to get my pliers on it and slide that second hose clamp back. We'll see if we can get that hose off of that pump. I got the second hose off down there, and now we gotta, I got the second hose off, and let's see if we can unplug this electrical thing here. I was able to pull this thing out. It was not easy. It was like a Chinese puzzle. I had to twist it around and get it through there. And this plug was not easy either. I had to grab some channel locks on this release thing up here and just squeeze it as hard as I could. And this whole thing is a plug. This is what the plug looks like. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's the inside of it. And the wire's like really short, so it's really hard to work with it. Okay. So we got the old pump out. And I guess we can try to get the new pump back in. Do everything in the reverse order. Okay, here is the new pump. And I guess we'll get it back down inside, plug it in, take these caps off, I guess. And get the hoses plugged back in, see if we can get this back together. It's not trivial getting it down inside of there. Just gotta be really careful. I gotta twist it. Okay, I guess we got it. That's how you do it. Okay, so we got the pump back down, kind of got it in place. Here's our plug. Try to plug that thing back in. Okay. Okay, there. So I think we got the plug on it now. I'll try to put the lower hose on and then the upper hose, and we'll be almost done. Okay, here I got the lower hose on, and I'm just going to have to slide that hose clamp back up here so we'll hold it in place, and we'll try to get the upper hose on and we'll be almost done. Okay, I got the bottom clamp on, slid up. I'll try to get the top hose on now. Get that one over top of this guy here, like so. I'm going to look at the clamp slid down, and then we'll have to bleed the system. Okay, I got the top hose on now. And we'll get our pliers down here to grab that, move this hose clamp into place. Yeah, the electrical thing's already on. Okay, I'll get that. Okay, so I got the top hose clamp into place, and let me just pull these things off since the pump is now sealed. Gotta get the bolts in there now.
Alright.
It looks like we're a little bit low on coolant now because we spilled some out. Got some coolant here. We'll fill her back up. Oops. I'm just curious. We start the car back up. We have to try to get the air bubbles out of it too, but let me start her back up and see if the coolant pump comes on. Okay, yeah, look at that. And here's what the coolant looks like when the pump is working properly. So we just replaced the water pump down there. It looks like everything's working fine. Don't forget the cap. Okay. Okay, now we should bleed this system. We're gonna take the little rubber thing off of this nozzle here, and I will take this cap off of there. We got the car off, and put the hose onto this nozzle thing here. Okay, and we'll put the hose up into this reservoir like so, and let me get the pump going. I guess you can let me make sure that it's on tight. Okay, that's on tight. So we'll get the pump going. I guess you can get the pump going by pushing the power button twice without putting your foot on the pedal. Put it into ready mode. Okay. And if we look in there, we can see there's turbulence, so it is pumping the fluid through. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up this valve. There's like a little hex you can latch onto. Okay. And there we go. You can see the fluid going up through there, and see there's an air bubble. And so we'll just let this run to get the air bubbles out of our system here. Okay, it looks like there's a steady stream coming out of it. So I guess when we're done, we'll just tighten her back up. Okay. Prevent any air bubbles from getting back in there. And then we'll try to let the fluid go back in there. Looks like we're a little bit low, so try filling her up a little bit and then we should be done. Don't forget to put the cap back on. I think we're done.